Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 12th and final episode of Extreme Hearts. Last episode was pretty extreme because we went up against the one, the only maybe team, and we didn't maybe win, we did win. Everyone was pretty happy. Hiyori, of course, got a little bit injured, but hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, this final episode, we should be getting our final stage performance, I'm pretty sure. And speaking of, before I watch this, the person that sponsored the reaction wanted me to check out this thingy here, episode 11 of a short series thing on YouTube for this show, and I did for episode 11. And basically, it was mostly about Hiyori making a new song for the stage. What was it called? Zenryoku Challenger. Presumably, is what we're gonna get in this episode, on the stage. I would imagine. But yeah, the best part of the video is probably when Lisa makes a comment about Saki being at a loss for words. Then Saki says something about a minute later, and she's like, "Yay, Saki was able to talk," or whatever. That was the highlighted video for me. But yeah, the song itself was great. Hopefully, we get a really good stage performance in this episode. So let's just jump on in and see how all that goes. 3, 2, 1, play. And there's maybe. Let's start with Raizu 1. They're all over Hiyori right now. Maybe, son. No problem. More than happy to help. Just doing my part. Just to rub it in. And you can tell maybe are professionals. Yeah, see, they're just protecting her almost. But, it's most likely because of, support her because of her injury. It just looks funny. We will unleash the frustration on the world. We're gonna jump. Oh no. Even got the confetti. Extreme Hearts. Hospital. Because that's well, maybe not a hospital, but at least she's in bed. Yeah, just everyone's sleeping. Even got Snow Wolf over there. Who are also in the episode 11 video I watched, so they're honorary members of the team, I think. It's probably not a good sign. Yeah, definitely pushing yourself to the edge. Okay. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. I'm not a doctor, but as long as she's okay. Of course, we got the big girl to carry her. Such amazing friends. Well, don't let me stop you. Go for it. No, not a little. Go to bed. Don't you just a little bit me. Yeah, when everyone wakes up, they're gonna have something to wake up to. That'll get the wolves to wake up. Not all at once. Good old white rice. Makes sense. Yes. Yeah, I definitely still want to take it easy. We will do a great job of washing you in the bath, don't worry. Nice. I can't read all that quickly. I bet. I want some context for that scene. Oh, damn, wow. That's Zenryoku challenge. I told you they're honorary members of Rise. "7 a.m.? Can humans even wake up that early?" That's a sudden question. I don't think I have. Are you gonna... Why do you want to make her cry? She's a chill person. Probably. She is kind of the core of everything, yeah. There'd be no Rise without her. That would be a good start. Oh. Yeah, we spotted you guys. I see. We kind of have to admit that at this point. Yeah, you too, Snowwolf. As expected. Yeah, like, popularity's not gonna, not gonna lose that. I keep trying not to laugh at Smash, maybe. Gotta appreciate them being lined up by height. Also cool to see maybe outside of their usual, uniform and casual clothes. Because I don't remember her name, but the really short one, I quite liked her outfit. Man, we're just about here. I mean, we are here. We're just about to start soon. Link doll. The indie hope. And most importantly, rise. I feel so welcome. We're probably at about the halfway mark. It's a nice mid-card. Man, looking good in those outfits. Then maybe's turn. We have plenty of time too, so hopefully we can see everyone on stage, I always enjoy their kind of like fiery sort of title logo there. Here we go. Wish I could turn my volume up louder. Both of them. Man, this is great. As expected, it may be. That was 10 out of 10. Amazing. Are we sure they're not the main characters? That was actually way better than I could have imagined. The lyrics were great, the camera work, the choreography. That maybe definitely deserves their popularity without question. That was some really good stuff there. That's hard to follow up. But we'll try. And there's a rainbow. Let's collect and spread. Hello. Number 10. Let's not forget Snow Wolf. You're welcome. Just kind of seem like it, doesn't it? Definitely cannot forget the bots and their contribution. It's a very frozen audience. Okay. This can be the new song. Yep. Zenryoku Challenger. Yeah, look at it like glowing. Definitely turn the lights up now. Oh, wow. They're really moving. Yeah, kick it away. Yeah, you can really, I was about to say, you can really hear the emotion in the song. Yeah, it's gonna get awkward pretty quickly. But they've done a great job of keeping up with it. Yeah, there are a lot of people here. That's what I want to hear. Let's go. Oh. Ooh, that's, wow, real fancy. Whew. The best ending possible. Yeah, can't forget that part. The Happy is kind of busy. Back to our home base here. Back in the good old days. A lot has changed. But can't forget the little things. But it looks like we have people. Yeah, we have people come in. Because we did make that one promise before, didn't we? Good choice. Mountain stream trekking challenge. That sounds fun. Also, really good shot there. You'll notice a termination of free rental period. Doesn't sound good. That's a lot of text. I'm gonna assume it's a good thing. Ooh, samurai. Wow. I did see Zemnioku challenge in the credits there. Aw. Yeah, that girl. Real subtle, guys. I want that cardboard cutout, though. Which one's the real ones? What a great shot to end us off on. Oh, it's not? Matane. Is that implication of a season 2? Or go read the manga sort of thing? I don't know. But yeah, that was the 12th and final episode of Extreme Hearts. Definitely a really good episode to end us off on. So, because first, before anything, we had like the interview kind of thing right after the match. And yeah, our Kandagawa representatives and all that. So that was cool to get. and then we get kind of the chill period. You know, we kind of catch up on what happened in regards to the hospital, Hiyori's injury, and she's, you know, everyone helped out, and she seems pretty good, right? The injury definitely not as bad as it could have been, so that's good, but still, like, rest, stay up your foot, you know, as much as you can, that sort of thing. Everyone pretty much sleeping up until they smell the food, right? The wolves in particular, they will wake up to the smell of cooking meat for sure. So that's good. But yeah, basically just the happiest kind of busy. I did like that line because, yeah, they're definitely gonna have a lot to do now, you know, a lot of offers and a lot of stuff like that, you know. So good to see. We did talk with Link Doll a little bit because in this upcoming performance, you know, we pretty much had, yeah, Snow Wolf, Rise, maybe, and Link Doll were all there, right? So, you know, I'm glad that Link Doll continues to be somewhat relevant because, you know, they're still in my top 5 of the overall groups, you know, overall idol groups. But, you know, we had all the setup for that, but before that, we had a bit of a moment where the gang was kind of talking about Hiyori, you know, how important she is to the group, her position and all that, and we just had someone randomly ask the question, hey, have you ever seen Hiyori cry? And, you know, I don't think I said anything, but during that scene, I did pick up on how that was probably foreshadowing for her crying later in the episode. Like, I did kind of figure that, so I wasn't too shocked when she did end up crying there on stage. I mean, it was still impactful, I won't say it wasn't, but, you know, nothing too surprising, really. And, so who did we actually see Link Doll, like, dance on stage? I don't think we did. I think they were there, but I think we just saw, yeah, I think we just saw Maybe and Rise on actually dancing and everything, like, doing a full performance. But yeah, I really did enjoy Maybe's, right? Like, I think I liked Maybe's better. Like, I don't want to be mean to the main group here, but, like, Maybe is a much more experienced group, and it definitely shines through in their overall performance. They are very much come across much more as a professional idol group, but you know, narratively that's not a bad thing because it makes sense. Like, that Link Doll would be a bit more amateurish because they literally are amateurish. Like, even Hiyori, who has more experience, like, singing and stuff like that, she still doesn't have, like, idol experience, right? It is a little bit of a different beast. So the fact that Link Doll are able, or the fact that Rise, hopefully I don't call them Link Doll very much, but hopefully the fact that Rise is able to do as well as they do, you know, considering their position, is very impressive. Like, they still did a very good performance on stage, considering they are the newbies, right? So it is great to see that. They're never gonna truly outshine a group like Maybe without a lot more experience under their belt. And I am glad that logic, everything, because it makes sense and it shines through in the show. So I'm glad for that. Like, you don't want the new group to just completely trounce the more experienced Maybe just because they're the main group, you know, the protagonist group. But yeah, don't get me wrong though. I definitely did love what we got from Rise. Really good stuff there, better than I could expect. But yeah, we did have a little bit of a hiccup in their performance because, yeah, our main girl Hiyori did kind of get overcome by emotion at a certain point. But I was really impressed by the others. Like, they kept up with, like, a, you know, what's the best word for it? Like, generic dancing. You know, like placeholder dancing up until Hiyori can kind of pull herself together and, you know, full on continue the performance. Like, that was a really professional way to handle it. Like, they obviously kept glancing over at Hiyori, which is, you know, to be expected. But they didn't just, like, stop, because that's the problem. Because that's a mistake a lot of amateurs would make, you know. One member suddenly makes a big mistake and everyone just kind of stops and not sure what to do. But yeah, they kept at it. I was really impressed with that. Until, you know, Hiyori was eventually able to just get it together and finish out the performance in great fashion. And everyone was pretty happy with it, I think. So, can't complain too much. Yeah, you also can't blame someone for being overcome with emotion, considering everything has been building up to this. And we also got to have our, you know, promise, sort of, with everyone being under the bridge, with her singing Sunrise, and nice little montage going on in the background at the same time. And everyone kind of taking a picture in front of their own cardboard cutout. I did quite like that. But they imply this is not the end, so in some capacity the story continues, you know, whether it be just in the author's head or the manga or season 2. In some capacity the story continues, you know. But I do really like Rise's outfits, you know. I like how they are very similar to each other, but they obviously have colors matching each individual. So I do really enjoy Rise's uniform choice. Probably more than Maybe's. Let me look at Maybe's again. Like, yeah, Maybe's is fine, but it's not very, like... It's very different than Link Doll, for example. Like, it doesn't have that cutesy, girly sense to it the same way like Link Dolls does. I mean, it's good. It definitely looks good. It definitely looks almost like a school uniform. Like, it could pass as a school uniform in some anime, for sure. Like, it looks good, but, like, I don't know. I think I do, yeah, I do like Rise's outfits better. I know outfits are going to be a very subjective thing, but yeah, I do think overall I do like Rise's better. But maybe that's why they have that outfit, because maybe it does make it a little bit easier to do certain choreography. Because they don't got the big poofy dress thing that Rise has, so I could see that being somewhat cumbersome, depends on what you want to do dance-wise. But yeah, the overall takeaway is everyone did well, everyone looks good, everyone had fun, you know. Those are the important things. But yeah, the longer that, you know, what's the best word for it? Hiccup in Rise's performance lasted, the longer it lasted, the more nervous I got. Because the first wasn't too bad, you know, I thought we would just be like a quick 5-second thing and she'd get back into it, but then it kept going longer and longer. I think the audience was starting to get a little bit, you know, restless as well, wondering what's going on, getting a little bit worried, but she was, at least in the end, she was able to pick it back up and finish it off pretty well. But yeah, I think it was a little bit incoherent in some of my description of this stuff, but hopefully I got my overall point across as best I could. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode. Really good way to kind of end us off. But yeah, the story as a whole, what do we have to say about that? Definitely very interesting anime. Obviously blending in the idol stuff with the sports stuff. Not just sports stuff, but extreme sports stuff, right? With these fancy moves that couldn't be done without this high-tech stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. And, you know, the fact that some people, especially Hiyori, does have to kind of put herself into a whole new world with the sports stuff to further her own ambition, you know, having to learn brand new stuff, make new friends. Like, definitely put her on a pathway to a very exciting life full of friendship and personal development and experience and happiness and all that. So definitely great to see, you know, Hiyori's journey on that as she pulls more and more people into her units, you know. And the individual characters themselves of Rise were all likable enough, you know. Like, I'm not sure who my favorite would be overall. Like, I did quite like Saki, you know, our little fangirl there. She may have been my favorite out of the 5. I mean, Hiyori's the main girl. She kind of has an advantage over the other ones in that sense, so it feels unfair to pick her as her favorite, so I'm kind of disqualifying her as a ranking of picking a favorite Rise member. So it would probably be, yeah, Saki. I don't know, I just always enjoy her presence. But as we know, they're not the only ones in the show. We have maybe Link Doll, Snow Wolf, and pick a favorite character out of all of them is just not possible, I don't think. Really. There's just so many characters, I would have to really sit down and think about such a thing. But they were all fun characters, a lot of fun dynamics within the different groups with each other, especially maybe. You know, I think there's like the one girl, you know, there was like a running joke of her looking like a boy, you know. Like, there's a lot of fun to be had. Oh yeah, and Banshee. How could I forget Banshee? Yeah, Banshee was a fun one too. Our, like, antagonist group, you know, if you want to call them that. They were great too. Just a lot of great characters just spread out throughout the entire show amongst multiple groups, all just having a good time, chasing their dreams, fighting for their ambitions. Really good stuff overall. Really enjoyable show. Don't really have too much to complain about with it. Just a very solid show that knew what it wanted to do and did it well. You know, can't really say much more or less than that. And I'm glad I watched it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.